Well, that was crazy. Did y'all hear that conversation? Anyway, yo, what's good? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I know somebody was in here a moment ago, but I'm gonna just keep it rocking. So anyway, it's what's good? How y'all doing, Freedom Marchers? This is Tyrus Bane, aka Snapzilla Gorilla, aka whatever you want to call me. And yeah, this is Freedom's March. This is the Freedom's March channel, where we focus on marching towards freedom, no matter what it takes.
Then at the next one, turn right.
And it's a beautiful day in South Carolina. I'm on my way home from the store. Let's see. Cousin Kid channel. Oh my God. Why don't y'all go do something? I'm sure you guys have something to do. Go fold some clothes. Anyway, don't worry about what I'm doing.
At the light, turn right onto Farrow Road.
Anyway, so I wanted to talk about this Joe Rogan thing. And I wanted to touch on Brandon Tatum as well, man, because that dude is a freaking hypocrite. I'm telling you, man, that guy's a hypocrite. So Joe Rogan, y'all know what happened with him. He got caught saying the N-word a bunch of times. He got called out on it. And, you know, he gave this half-ass apology where he basically made excuses for using the word. This is the bottom line. I think Joe Rogan is racist. All right. Why do I think he's racist? Well, regardless of context, let's talk about of all the times. Let's forget about the context of all the times he decided to use that word. Let's throw that out the window. Let's talk about the one time he used the word to relate a story where he showed up to some hood and wasn't nothing but black people. All right. The mentality of someone who would relate a story like that tells you about that person. But here's the reality. Everybody's freaking racist to a degree. All right. Everybody is racist. If you deny it, then you're a liar and you're full of shit. How is everyone racist? Well, just look at the word and what it means. It just means that it's just a feeling, right? Where you believe that your race is superior to another, or that you think a certain race is related to something that, ooh, that's the wrong road. I'm telling y'all, it's dark out here and I can't even see the freaking lights. So I gotta really pay attention. Anyway, it's really a feeling. It's the energy behind the word, right? It's the energy behind the word. And there's multiple ways in which you can enact out in racism, right? It's not just one way. It's not just, oh, it's a systematic racism and you got to hold me down. No, it's not just about that, right? It's about the energy.
Turn left onto Marthin Road.
And what you feel and the consistency in which you rag and drag other races, right? You know, and I tell you, man, the Clown Shoe Lucas did a video, or he was on a live stream, but he took a clip of his live stream and he posted it.
In 1.2 miles,
and I got to tell you,
right
I agree with damn near everything the Clown Shoe Lucas said in that clip, because he's absolutely right. These people that use the N-word to get caught using the N-word, they never get caught using any other derogatory term of any other race. It's always the N-word, right? And they try to understand, why can't I say the word? This person says the word, this person says the word. Because they don't understand the energy. They don't understand the history behind it. Even though their ancestors use the word with the energy that they use the word, for some reason, they don't understand why it's so triggering to black people. The N-word ain't trigger to me. Because, like I said before, I had a white grandmother who called me the N-word every goddamn day. And you know,
At the next stop sign,
her
turn right.
her husband was black, the guy she decided to have kids with, and she got cut off by her white father for having babies by a black dude. And so that's just what it is. She had this resentment. Instead of resenting her racist ass father and my racist ass grandfather, she resented her baby daddy and her children and her children's children. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I've been, and it's not just her, I've been called the N-word by multiple people, many people throughout my life.
Right,
it's not triggering to me.
Then turn left onto Fox.
But that don't mean that I don't understand how it can be triggering to other black people. You understand? Because especially if a white person says it, you looking at them like, I know you ain't goddamn said that. Look at the energy behind the word.
To turn onto Fox View Road.
When back in the slave days and in the early in Jim Crow and all that other shit, look at the energy behind the word that from the people that used it. Right? Racist white people, segregationists, slave owners, all them people.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Potter's.
There was a hatred and a feeling of, oh, you're just an animal. They didn't even think we were all the way human. Right? My ancestors, they didn't think they were all the way human.
Turn right
they subjugated them. They kept them down. They didn't, they didn't want them to own anything. So it's also it's the energy, the intent behind the word. It's not just you saying the word. And so why is Joe Rogan using that word? What's the energy behind that word? What's the intent? Right? Why is it even important that they were black when he showed up to this place? If you're not racist,
the destination is on your
you're not worried about, oh, well, look at all these niggers, or look at all these white people around here. You're not worried about that. You just doing you. If you're not racist, you're not worried about the race of the individual you're coming in contact with, right? If you were worried about the race of them enough to say, oh, look at that nigger. Oh, wow, I'm surrounded by niggers. There's a Planet of the Apes with the niggers. Then obviously you're fucking racist because you're concerned about the race of the individuals that you're coming in contact with. If that's the first thing you thought about when you strolled up into this neighborhood or whatever, like just like me, if I walked up into a bar in the middle of nowhere and it was a bunch of white dudes and white women and they're playing oh shit. And they're playing country music and all that shit. And the first thing I think about, oh, look at all these white people up in here. Oh, it's like it's a bunch of white rhesus monkeys around here. Like if that was my thought process when I walked up into, oh, look at all these rhesus monkeys, right? Like where the R came from in, the blood type, where that mixed with the all with the goddamn not the Cro-Magnon men, but the other ones, the Neanderthals and the rhesus monkeys. Remember, you know that? We ain't gonna go there though. If I thought, look at all these rhesus monkeys around here, it's a planet of the rhesus monkeys, then I would be fucking right. That's what's wrong with you? Yeah, chaotic childrens. How y'all doing up in here? But I just have to ask, would Dave Chappelle be bestie with a racist if he was? If so, well, maybe Dave Chappelle just doesn't care that Joe Rogan is racist. Now, the question is, how affecting is that racism, and how has it affected the people around Joe Rogan? That's the question. Has his racist mind frame affected people negatively? That's the question you have to ask. You have to go back into his past and look at all his interactions, the people he dealt with, and the people he tried to do business with. You have to ask, okay, if that's your thought, let's talk about who your racism is affecting, in what way. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. My kids are getting ridiculous, but I love them, and they're beating my door down. And I thought I was gonna be able to talk about Brandon Tatum at length, but I'll just say this: He's a hypocrite because he ain't got no problem with Joe Rogan using the N-word, but he has a problem with certain individuals talking about the Jays in a certain way. He has a problem with Whoop and all these other people that, for some reason, when it comes to the small hats, these people, just like I have to agree with the clown shoe Lucas. When it comes to the small hats, these people go up in arms. You can't say nothing at all about the small hats. If you do, then they coming at you real hard. The Brandon Tatums, the ABLs, the Tim Pools, they coming for your head if you say anything about a small hat. Stop it. Being on the window like that. Robert Lynn Schultz was good, but I said, okay, Rosalind, what's up? Yeah, my kids are funny. Derek C. Williams was good. Robin Schultz, the word racism has lost all its value because it has been overused. Or it has been used properly, right? Maybe it's been used properly. It's just so much of it, people are desensitized to it. That's what I think. I think people are just desensitized to racism to a degree. Certain individuals, when it comes to certain types of individuals, but when it comes to the small hats, there is no overusage of the word racism when it comes to them. So it's all about consistency in your beliefs. Black Nasty was good. I don't care Black Nasty if he has as brothers as friends. That don't mean nothing. Racist people can have black friends. Racist black people can have white friends. Like I said, what's the energy behind using that word? You got